Welcome back, everybody, to the DLG. My name is Skip. If you notice, I'm not driving the pickup truck today. I'm driving the family car. I had a little bit of mechanical issues with the truck, and it's in the shop being repaired, but it'll be back in a day or so. We're on our way today out to a little campground called Dead Horse Park. Beautiful little campground. There's a lot of history out there that we'll go over in just a little bit. But main reason I want to go out there is we're going to go out there and have a look at an old Mexican cemetery. We'll talk a lot more about that. This is kind of an interesting location, a lot of interesting history out there. So I'll see you in a little bit when we get there. See you then. So apparently back in 1977 they started planting these little seedlings for these pine trees right here, and they made this nice little pine grove. These are great little cabins that they have set up out here. So if you don't want to camp, you can actually stay in these little cabins. It's a beautiful little area down here. So the story of how Dead Horse got its name. There was a family from Minnesota back in the 40s. They came out here looking for some property to build a ranch on. And after a couple days of searching for that property and looking at a lot of different properties, they asked the kids which property they liked the best. Well, on one of their visits to one of the properties, there was a dead horse on the side of the road. And the kid answered, "The one with the dead horse, Dad." And that's why they named it Dead Horse Ranch. See that mountain right there in the distance? That's Mingus Mountain. And sitting about midpoint going up that mountain is a little mining town of Jerome. It was established back in around the turn of the century, around 1890. And they mined gold and silver until the 50s, when everything dried up out there. So this is the bigger of the three lagoons, and this is the boat launch area. It's amazing to me that these little lakes like this, there's hardly anybody ever on them. This is pretty typical of a lot of the lakes around here. You see how clear and beautiful that water is? Off in the distance right there, you're going to see little horse corrals. You can actually rent horses or go on horse trail rides here. There's the Kia. Okay. 101 degrees out here today. I've been hiking around out here. It was about 3 years ago that I was out here last, and we found this old cemetery. I'm not actually sure I'm going to be able to find it again. This is weird. It's not where I remember it was. We're going to go ahead and keep looking. hills to get to where I am right now. It was almost 100% up hills, and I remember because you could see Tuzigoot from here, and when I get back along the edge, I'll take a picture of it and show you guys. I'm going to keep walking. Hopefully we'll be able to find it. So I'm sitting underneath this juniper tree in the shade for a moment. I'm not sure where it is. Been walking around out here for a little over an hour. It's hotter than hell. This bandana that I wet down earlier is starting to really dry out, so it's getting pretty hot out here. And all I have with me is this soda I got from Taco Bell. So I don't think I'm getting enough liquids. I think I'm going to head back the other direction. Maybe we can find another path or something. I remember it being a lot closer than this, though. So hopefully we'll find it. Okay, so I found it. So this is actually one of the Reyes families. The Reyes family owned this property back until the 30s and 40s when they sold it off. Back around 1890, a lot of family cemeteries, a lot of family plots were developed. And the Spanish flu hit this area. Became a pandemic, actually, and that's when this cemetery was started. During that pandemic, and there are about 300 grave sites here, scattered about, and not really cared for by the looks of things. Some of these graves are unmarked. Well, most of them are unmarked. And they say that the last burial here was right around 1968. But it was back in the 30s when the local cemetery right here in Cottonwood on Main Street opened up what they called a Mexican section of their cemetery. But still, a lot of people wanted to be buried out here with their families. Now, some of these people were cowboys. Some of these people worked the mine up in Jerome. But according to records they found at the mortuary up in Jerome, there are about 300 people laid to rest here. Very interesting how lonesome I feel at the moment in seeing this. November 2nd, 1934. There's a tombstone that's been knocked over. No markings on it. Wow, this is amazing. I don't know where I'm stepping, what I'm stepping on. Am I stepping on graves? This all seems very surreal. Happy trails, folks. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Till we meet again. Vlog over.